All right, so I'm here at CES in front of Resorts World, and as I'm getting ready to leave, I come across this. This is the brand new Lucid Gravity. This is Lucid's first ever 7-passenger SUV, and I'm going to do a walk around and review it real fast because apparently, according to Dave over there who works for Lucid, who was kind enough to let me sit in it, I'm one of the first people to do it here, so I'm super excited. First, we're going to start with the frunk. Yes, this is finally a powered frunk, which why every car company doesn't have that yet, I have no idea. That just absolutely pisses me off. So thank you, Lucid, for finally, you know, leading that endeavor, I guess, with a powered front. But it gets better. One, this thing is absolutely huge. Two, you can actually put these nifty little things down, and it actually becomes a seat. I said, Dave, help me. I don't want to break anything here, but oh, there we go. So now we're cooking. But not only do we have a nice seat, we have some cup holders. We also have outlets here as well. But this seat is comfortable. And so this is one of those, after a long day, I can just sit here. I got some nice little shade here to just to kind of I can hang out a little bit. But overall, I'm just a huge fan of this, overall front trunk area because instead of just being able to store stuff, I can store myself. I feel like a king, like on a throne here. But yeah, just kind of moving on, like also this beautiful color too. This is the Aurora green. So yeah, so it's green, but it has a little bit of gray, just a little bit of hint of gray in it as it hits the sun. So overall, I'm just a big fan of it. And so coming around to the wheels here, so these are actually 23-inch wheels, and they're huge. Which when a lot of people think of wheels, they think of range. But so I just confirmed here this Lucid Gravity gets over 450 miles of range. This is the basically the highest range SUV electric on the market right now. And of course, base price, this is keep in mind, this is the Grand Touring. So this is the cream of the crop. You're going to get absolutely everything with this, starting at $95,000, which for what you're getting in terms of technology, range, and overall space, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But now we'll kind of move along to the driver's seat here. So this is the nice like Tahoe leather. Just overall, just feels very warm and just very cozy. Like it's very welcoming. I'm a big fan of that overall. All right, so hopping into the Lucid Gravity, first thing I notice is the height. I love the overall height of the Gravity. I'm old. I got back problems. I don't want to have to crawl into a car to get in. So I just love the overall perfect height. And so something I just noticed too, I'm getting massaged. Yes, you have heated, cooled, and massage seats here in the Lucid Gravity. First thing we're also going to notice is the fact that we have this nice curved display right here. Overall, super nice. And we have a secondary display here, which has everything from all of your air vents, from your music, phone, everything like that. And noticing too, it's also extremely responsive. I know a lot of car companies, their struggle right now is very glitchy and laggy software. So I'm glad to see that we've seen some vast improvements in Lucid's UI with this one. Man, overall that's super nice. It said you got a heated steering wheel as well. I did confirm that they are working on like their kind of full self-driving software. It's not quite there yet, but it basically, they said they would put it on par maybe with Tesla's autopilot. So it's definitely going to keep you in the lane. So for those really long road trips, you're going to basically have nothing to worry about. Next thing we notice is this nice, really just huge piece of glass. It goes all the way from the front and basically stops past my head, and it just makes the overall cabin just feel very warm and just very inviting. It feels very spacious, I guess. Same thing. You got your nice center console here just to store like everything that you need. This is kind of like if I were to describe this like a fabric kind of material, which is very unique. I've never seen that before. And then of course we got our additional center console and all that there, which I did not know this actually folds back or goes back, and there's actually quite a bit of room. Here's my entire arm, and it fits there just fine with even more to spare. So you could easily stow quite a bit of stuff back there. And so what else? I mean, I've never been in one of these before. Like just seeing this here, I'm kind of having to shoot from the hip on this one, folks. But yeah, I guess we'll move to the back seat to the second row because yes, there is a third row, but we're going to discuss that here in a little bit because the biggest thing that upsets me with 7-passenger SUVs is that the 7-passenger, like the third row portion, sucks. Especially for us tall people, we can't fit in the back of there. But I've been seeing a lot online just how the Gravity, no, tall people can't fit back there. That's not comfortable. But we're going to find that out today. But we're going to kind of switch to I'll make sure I get this right. But we're going to start with the second row here. and just kind of see how comfortable this is here. And so, of course, everything is powered. I want to make sure I don't break this thing here. There we go. But yeah, stepping into the second row, this also is powered, so it does go forward and back. But stepping into it, so there was my driving position from before. But as you can see, plenty of room. There's no worries. We do have air vents as well as a USB-C charging right there, which is super nice. Overall, I love the overall finish. I like the finishes. I like the tiny little just attention to detail with the textures and the headrests and everything. Got this nice like kind of suede like headliner right here. And you also do have this nice full glass roof, which goes all the way from like where the driver's seat ends all the way to the very back. So you're going to have a lot of, it just feels more spacious. I know I've said that before, but I'm going to say it again. Like it just makes the cabin just feel a lot more open. And I'm a huge fan of that. I already did talk about, we have our nice rear air vents that poke out right there. But before we get to the third row, I know that's what everyone's excited to see. We're going to go to the trunk and we're going to see some of the space there because there actually is something really unique about the third row seats and the trunk. So going back, so checking this out. So the third row seats are already up, but checking it out here, you are going to see a lot of space. But the crazy thing is you can actually fold the third row seats into the back. And I don't know, I might need some assistance doing that. Just gonna pull this out. So which said this is Dave from Lucid, but me and Dave actually go really far back. So I'm actually glad to see him again. So yes. We're gonna pull this down. Just like that. And then I'm gonna grab this handle. So there's a charger under that. Yeah, so yeah, I saw that. But your third row folds completely flat into the back. So that's super cool. So just for kind of comparison here, this is what it looks like. You can fit a stroller. You could fit pretty much anything that you need back here in the third row. Because like I said, a lot of third row SUVs, I'm seeing that with the third row up, I can't fit anything there. It's just garbage. So I'm definitely glad to see that there is just a ton of room for whatever basically that you need back here. And you also have some additional storage space as well as you can also like a jack to jack the vehicle. We got your 12 volt, and this is also powered too. That's yeah. So you also can power fold these down and all that. Oh, is that an outlet right there I'm seeing? Oh, we have another 120 outlet right there. So there seems to be outlets out the wazoo in the Lucid Gravity. So I'm overall happy to see that. But now that I guess the overall finale is, can somebody who is 6'3" fit in the back of the Lucid Gravity? So we are actually going to find out. Yep, simple as that. With the simple press of a button, the second row pops forward and it will allow me to actually get into the third row. All right, are you ready, folks? Here we go. Oh, Dave's pulling it back up for me. He's a champion. But we're gonna get back here. Whoops. But yes, here we are in the third row of the Lucid Gravity. And for somebody who's 6'3", so here is my seated position here in the second row. And here we are in the third row. As you can see, I got about a fist worth of space left. Overall, I'm extremely impressed. Of course, headroom is one of the larger things. I got maybe, I'd say about 2 to 3 inches of headroom, which that's all you need. That's plenty. But this is my first time in the third row of this SUV. Initial thoughts are, this is a winner. That's really the only way to describe it, because one, seats extremely comfortable, because normal third rows, I can't sit back in a third row for more than 5 minutes. I get pissy and I want to get the heck out of there. But this is actually something that I could spend some time in. I'm not going to lie. You have your third row air vents and everything right here. You have cup holders. There's even, I know it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually USB-C charging ports here in the back as well. I'm glad that Lucid is going towards USB-C. There's nothing worse when I'm trying to plug something in and it's like the old USB. Get that out of there. I'm sick of seeing that. Dave, question, do these as third row seats kind of recline at all?
They do. If you pull on the shoulder, they might be able to recline a little bit.
So we're going to find it? Yeah. So yeah, we do get a little bit of recline, maybe about an inch or two, I'd say, but that just adds to the overall comfort, which I'm already comfortable as it is. This just makes me even more comfortable. But yeah, Lucid, you nailed it. You nailed it with this one for sure. Like I said, lots of headroom, plenty.
I'm 6 feet, and I'm sitting in front of you comfortably.
Yeah, so yeah, Dave's 6 feet. He's very comfortable. I'm comfortable. So, and then that's 3 passengers there. So we have 7 total. You could fit I don't know about this center one. If a full-size adult, I'm sure could fit. Would they be fully comfortable? Maybe. It's a possibility, but at the most part, you could fit 6 full-size adults in this vehicle, and you could probably take them across the country, which, like I said, that is pretty damn impressive. But I don't know. I think I really covered everything. I'm just trying to see, make sure there's nothing I missed. Even though this vehicle is going to be here all week, which, so speaking of, if you are at CES, come to Resorts World. These things are going to be here all week, from up until Friday. From day you said from 12 to
12 to 7:30 will be our last test drive appointment, but we'll be on display until 8 p.m.
Okay, so yep, so 12 to 7:30 for test drives. You can't test drive this, but they do have a lot of Lucid Airs that you can test drive, but just not the Gravity. You can see the Gravity in all of its glory, which I said I highly recommend coming out and seeing one. I know there's a lot of interesting things about it right now, but come see it for yourself. You will not regret it. But that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed. Said I'm much appreciative to Dave for showing me the Gravity. What a crazy coincidence running into Dave again, but. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, but hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.